Yep, so it is year 7, winter. We have some houses to get daubed and some coffee to spill on the desk. Good start to a morning here. Sorry. Coffee to choke on. It's cool. Coffee's out to get me today. That's okay. Alright. It's a beautiful, sunny winter morning. Just bebop around and kind of take stock of what we got. Alright. As always, first thing, we're going to go ahead and try to sell all of our extra stuff to the villages. That's lots of cabbage. Good stuff. Meat. Alright, we'll try this first. We'll go across the way. Knock out some of these. I'm playing the too hot, too cold game this morning. With drinking coffee in the jacket, it's too hot. Without the jacket, it's too cold. Without drinking coffee, it's too hot, too cold. Fun times. Alrighty. I'm very curious to see if anybody is in year 30 already, and how the merchants are working. As in, do you have any merchants left alive? Alright, so both these guys are cleaned out over here. So we will need to get serious about defenses, because I know that they're doing events eventually. And I want to make sure we're ready for that. Hello, Ninja. How are you today? It's a good morning, good evening, good afternoon situation, usually in the chat. Let's see, we got some berries, mushrooms. That's mute. Pretty good, pretty good. Up bright and early and getting some gaming in. Can't ask for a better day. Get to hang out with my peeps today for a little while. Let's see here. Got a flax grain and some cabbage seeds. There we go. Smooth. Yeah, we're just kind of bebopping around today. I think a lot of us that are playing the game are waiting for the big update to happen. So, that's a thing. Should have some nice quality of life features coming in soon. Let's see here. One. As far as the spoilers that they've dropped so far, we know some town lighting is going to happen. We're trying to decipher some more stuff out of the actual picture, but we haven't got much. But they said it's going to be some quality of life changes, and all we know for sure was lighting, because that's what we saw in the picture. So, kind of excited. Not really sure what else is coming with it, though. So it's supposed to be later this week, though. Yeah, this is my 4th playthrough, and as a general, most of the chat has some pretty good knowledge and stuff, so we like to help anybody coming in that has any questions or wants any hints or tips. Always happy to help with stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. You came in at a good time if you just started playing the game, because they upgraded the storage capacities in the food and resource storage. Those 2 buildings got a significant upgrade to the amount that they can hold, which is awesome. Let's see here. Alright, I'm going to run this right back to town real quick. Yeah, my first order of business usually most months is to buy out all the merchants of their gold and then hoard it. Morning, Moon. Yeah, I always end up starting a couple minutes early. Not a whole lot. I wait. I wait a little while, but not much. Go flex. There we go. So we got 2 merchants here, I think. We got 2 more merchants to take all the monies. Yeah, so she's at 0. Hi, Try. Oh, I know who you is. Hi, Cole. Yes. Yes, we make sure the villagers have no more money by the time we're done with them. But we exchange goods that they will never ever use to them, at least. I mean, that's something, right? So I'll be back for the rest of your money soon. Yeah, just bebopping around today. There's no rush to do anything, because we're in year 7, and we actually have most of the stuff already up. I know, it has been. I figured you guys were tied up at work, or just kind of wowed out. Andrew and I were leveling a character in retail, and I don't think I've been on for a week. I had the kids for like 3 days. They tuckered me out pretty good. Let's see here. Some sticks. Iron. Yes, exactly. If your gaming center has become your main workplace, you just don't want to sit there anymore. I 100% agree. When Misty was trying to quit smoking, she couldn't play video games because she would sit and smoke while she video gamed. So as soon as she sat at her computer desk, she felt like she had to have cigarettes. So she had to avoid her video game desk for a good year before she finally didn't have that urge anymore. Yeah, we're just kind of, like I said, bebopping around today. No rush to get anything done. And I'm hoping the updates today, or this week, are significant enough to make us re-roll again. Because that's always my favorite part of the game, is starting fresh. So how do you like this little sleet storm we're having the last couple of days? I don't know if you guys have work today or not. But anyway. Ninja, what are you, let's see here. You said you were just starting the game, I think. So you're in year 1 or 2? Is there anything particular you're interested in? Thank you, Ninja. Much appreciated. Creep myrtles. You could have saved yourself time by just putting bread in a toaster, and then you'd have toast anyway. Nice. Yeah, Quimby said you guys were off at 3:30 yesterday. I was like, yeah. Good old winter. Alright, let's see here. What do we got? We didn't even bring anything here. Silly us. We're going to craft up some more iron arrows. So I'm about 400. We're good on firewood. So basically for the people to be happy, you just need firewood and food. And we're pretty stacked on food. I just like to peek in on firewood every once in a while. Nice. Yeah, I'll make sure to read tags when I hop into streams nowadays, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Blind playthrough is a good thing. Kind of gets you like a feel for the game for sure. Hi, Zon. Good to see ya. I put up a schedule for 4 days a week stream versus my normal I don't know what I'm streaming. So sometimes it's more than 4 days a week. And well, most of the time it's more than 4 days a week. Yeah, I have about 2 broken trees in my backyard. I did finally get the big cottonwood removed though. That humongous one. Probably would have crushed my house if I hadn't got it removed. So this game is right now in early access. And they have like a nice roadmap and everything on what's coming up. Like what they want to work on. So most of us are pretty excited about what they got coming. I won't spoil anything for you though if you're blind to play through. Or let me rephrase that. I will attempt not to spoil anything for you. But yeah. Zana's going pretty great. How about yourself? On this bright, beautiful winter morning. Slash, it's raining and cold outside. Hi, Dan. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're a nice, calm stream here. No drama llamas, please. And, yeah. Just hang out and play games we like to play. And, if you guys got tips and stuff too, that's awesome. Yeah, we try to share a lot of information here if we have it. This is actually a really good community. Even if you're not watching me, there's other streamers that also stream this, like Bone13, Deuces. Well, there's a lot of them, actually. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like, I'm not... guys, hilarious. I left my arrows back in the village. Dun, da, da, da. Let me run back here. Stretch my legs a little bit. It's just, like I said, just kind of want to relax and play games. And I have a couple other ones I might want to play soon. But we're going to continue following this as it updates until release. Because I kind of want to see where the game goes. I think it'll do really well. Alright, now that we got stuff to sell, let's head back to the town. Aw? Hey, wait, there's a thank you button. What does it do? It does a thing! Thanks, Cole. Wait, I have a thing that I drew. It's super impressive. Are you ready? There. That took too many hours to make. I'm just gonna throw that out there. There we go. We almost have all of his monies. Dun dun dun. Last guy. So everything's in kgs, and it may drive the chat a little crazy because I call them pounds, because you know me, I just do what I want to. So, but yeah, it's been fun because you got a lot of the people in chat are from all over, so it's pretty awesome to have a community from all over. There's our bebopping song. Yeah, the graphics in this game are pretty great. Okay, so we're still good there. Okay. Oh, I did get overfilled. Oops, I need to go all of it. There we go. Weight maxed out, so I do need to check some of the barns in different places that had items coming in. Go. Most of it usually goes into the storage, resource storage building, but if the weight goes over, then it'll go to the buildings that produce it. So this all goes in here. So we got 7,500 monies. Okay, we're at 43k. almost 44. A lot of us are hoping maybe there's a mode of transportation coming up in the patch, but I don't think it's time yet. But we'll see. I mean, that'd be ridiculously awesome if it was, but I'm trying to not to get my hopes up for it. Because the map feels really large if you're just a person running around. Because anytime you go outside the zones and stuff, it'll just pull you back into the valley. But running around, it does take a long time. Hi, Mike! Good to see you. Hi, Monkey! Heck yeah, this little place here actually holds the logs really well. But they did say there's still a bug that if it's at the wrong angle or vertical access or something like that, it'll delete it. But mostly, yeah, you can drop everything. That leather's been there for 2 seasons now, because that's a lot of leather, and it weighs a lot of weight. Thanks, Mike. Let's see here. We can drop all this back in here, because we got everybody's monies. They are now our monies. Good deal. Yeah, I think a lot of people are hoping the next patch has that, but I don't think it'll be here quite yet. Would be cool if it was, but like I said, I'd be happy with an ox and cart so I could load up my stuff and make it to villagers faster and sell more stuff. Not yet. Not yet. That was one of the things they were hinting at. Not in these patch notes, but it is in the timeline for us to get faster travel options, which is horses. Although we were talking about how peasants don't have horses. So we'll see. So basically why I park by these 2 villages is this one has the most vendors. So you have 4 vendors here. And you have 2 vendors here. And you have a vendor here and like 2 vendors here. All of these have the max of like 2 vendors. Aw, thanks, Moon. Push the button and send. Yay! There we go. Yep. Be safe, dude. We'll send a search party if you're not back in 15 minutes. Oh, sweet. Thanks, Monkey, for the update on that. So Discord pinned a note saying no update today. Bug checking. Perfect. I like it when they check for bugs. Thanks, dude. Alright, so we got our monies. We're checking resource buildings for extra items real quick. Like I said, we overflowed our storage, so they didn't have anywhere to put it. So let's get some clay and some rocks. So right now, as long as you have space in your resource storage, it'll dump it in there. Same with your food storage for like your fields and stuff. As long as you have room in your food storage, it'll go there. And they drastically increased the sizes for your storage as well, which has made this playthrough much, much easier. That was my main objection when they added brat to the game, was that we wouldn't have enough storage in the food storage to even have anything in here. But as you can see, we got tons of stuff in here and plenty of weight now. I do have 2, so the biggest resource for food has 1,000 now instead of 500. So that is good. 10 rot equals 1 fertilizer, and I have the barn making 1 fertilizer a day type of thing. So they're over there doing that. I have extra grains and stuff like that for quests and so on. Just kind of waiting for different things to happen. Let's see here. We have mushrooms because there's mushroom quests sometimes. So we usually keep about 20 on hand, but I kind of over grabbed them today, so that's on me. Yeah, tons of pottage, as you guys well know. Winter is your best friend for rocks because they're so easy to see in winter. So it normally, like for my first year, I don't build the wattle houses at all. I build straight to stone, just because it makes your people happier and it's less wood consumption. So your management tab, your wood demand is much less when it's made out of stone and the planks. But you can't do planks until you get the woodcutter's place up. So I usually do thatch until I get my woodcutters up. And then winter is spent, the first 2 winters is spent running around grabbing rocks. And the other tip I can give for rocks is riverbanks are much easier to see than in the thick foliage because you know where the grass just covers everything. And then once you have enough resources or enough technology, excavation shed, and then you can mine management building, excavation shed. You can actually pick this now, so you get to pick what you actually mine. So you can mine rock, salt, limestone, and clay. Yeah, so winter, your first year, maybe 2, is going to be you running around like crazy grabbing rocks and just piling them up. I have never had a rock disappear on me, so you can throw them on the ground wherever you wanting to build at. They don't even need to go in here if you don't have room the first couple winters. But I only have them on like 10% rock production right now, and they're just pouring rocks in. Exactly. Pick them up and drop them. Alright, we're going to do some daubing / upgrading houses. This, all it does right now is make people happy. And also should reduce some of the wood consumption as well. Not a lot, but a little bit. And every little bit helps when you're trying not to burn out 700 firewood per season. Which winter for me is usually about 300, I think. Oh yeah, guys, remember we finished the houses yesterday too. So everything is up to the tier 2 houses, which means we can have max population. So the houses, whether you put the smallest or the biggest one in, only holds 2 adults, and the other 2 spots are for children. So the mid-tier house is better than the biggest house because it's less taxes and you can still get the same amount of population. Until they're married and having kids, the small houses are preferable because they actually give +1 more happiness than the medium ones do for some reason. So we're going to upgrade. Like I said, Daub's just extra stuff. It's nothing that is vitally important to your community. It's just something extra. Nope, happiness has no effect on production as of right now. That would be sweet though. Like my first year when I first started playing my blind playthrough, I had like 5 different types of food, including fish and some other stuff, gathered stuff, different types of cooked food. So because I thought that would increase their happiness, and like nothing happened. They were still at 50%. And no matter what I fed them or made sure they had firewood and stuff, they just were at 50% all the time. And then as soon as I made the first stone house for them, their happiness jumped. And I was like, oh, well, maybe I should do that. And yeah, so we get all these guys. So this one is married and in a daubed house. And this one's not married in an adopt house. So to get them up to the green, they have to be married and have one kid. Yeah, I thought, but no, you can feed them gruel and they're just as happy as if you feed them like pottage or stew or anything else. So they're pretty easy to please right now, thank God. Okay, we're gonna grab some more daub. Oops. There we go. Upgrade it first. So in order to build the stone first, the wattle houses, when you first build them, the small houses, so building, house, simple small house, you'll put it down like normal, and then when you go up to the wall, it's white and see-through before you start putting stuff in. Hold down E and you can select what material it's going to be, whether it's going to be wood or stone or wattle. There we go. This one's done. Yeah, pottage is definitely a meal of choice because it's less farm space for more product, basically. And it actually sells really good if you sell it at 100 quality. So, yeah, I usually make a 4x5 pottage field and do cabbage. No, that's not true. First year I always do onions because you have to cook the meat and you have to cook the onions. So it gives you more XP, so your crafting tree goes faster. So you can get this stuff a lot faster. Just because you're having to cook the food twice in order to get a product. So basically more mileage out of it. Let's see here, 40. Yeah, cabbage can be planted in summer and then spring and then harvested in summer, and planted in summer and harvested in spring. So you can get 2 rotations of cabbages like immediately. Everything else, with the exception of wheat and rye, can be planted in springtime. Rye and wheat can both. Oh, carrots can also be planted in winter. It's the only one that can be planted in winter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm sitting on 900 and something in the current food storage. A new record, I haven't made anybody sit through a huge pottage session this entire year. Not because I'm sparing you guys, trust me, I have plans for you guys later. But because most of our money income has been from iron arrows, now that we have the mine and stuff up. It's much easier to make a couple trips into town instead of 5 or 6 cabbage runs. Yeah, the decay percentage, as long as it's in the food storage, is much, much slower. And that's where you want to keep any of your food that you don't want to rot. Like, this meat's in the resource storage because I want it to rot. Alright, more dab. 32. Yeah. Yeah, berries is your best friend the first year for sure. Just because it's abundant and it's everywhere. And you don't have to wait until summer to pick the berries. You can sell the green ones. They sell for just as much as the ripe ones do. But once you get a mine up, iron arrows, and if you're... Iron arrows and iron hammers are definitely the way to go. Oop. Sorry, I almost got hit with a hammer, lady. I realize I'm in your house. I'm in the wrong here. I understand. Give me a second. Alright, there we go. Eggs and milk, yep. Iron arrows, eggs and milk. I don't have any chickens. Chickens are a good thing to get at the beginning just because it's extra XP coming in for farming for your technological tree. Or you use geese. Yep. Geese give more feathers than eggs. And chickens give more eggs than feathers. What's the differential in those two? Dob. 40. There we go. Dum, 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 dum. Sorry, fella. Give me a second. I like to do these because I forget these. If I don't do these, I forget them. Eh. There we go. My hammer. We had extra. We always have extra. I'm just kidding. You like the feathers? Nice. Alright. We're gonna grab a shovel. So, tool, and then press whatever button you want a hotkey to be in. It's winter, so it's still bright out in the middle of the night, so we're gonna go dig up some clay. Yeah. I always know when mom's done with year 2 because they kind of stand out in the street with nothing to do. So I'm like, oh, you're unemployed. I have a job for you. So the moms in this game get 2 years of maternity leave, which is awesome. But just make sure you have a male to back up in the hunting and the wood shed. And then it really won't matter too bad. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it's they lowered it down to 2, and then they added rotting into the game, so they raised it back up to 10 gold a piece for the fertilizer. So I'm like, wait, what? A rot sells for 0, so it does have to be converted into fertilizer before you can sell it again for 1 or 2 gold. It's not very much. Alright, 50 clay, 50 straw. It's probably way more, but that's okay. You guys like it's dark in here? Here, see this? I'm going to the barn workbench. I got some daub. Well, I was going to throw it all in the river and start some early polluting, but it doesn't work like that. Pollute the water around other villagers or other villages. But this isn't a warfare game, so we're good. Alright, let's put this back in here. I will sleep for the night after chugging a bucket of milk. Okay. Normal stuff. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I like how this village over here is set up, so... No. Not that type of game, Tia. Not that type of game. Okay. Like I said, make sure to, if you're eating milk, to make sure it's only a stack of 1. Otherwise, you eat all the stacks and get no buckets back. And sleeps. Alright, day 2 winter. I'd be worried the vendors, because I would keep the vendors alive. I'd be worried the vendors would be plotting their revenge. So on the compass you can see the white question marks. Those are side quests. Like, I'm not going to do this because I know he's going to ask me to go take these up here. Oh, yeah, I have some wool. I'll be right back. So, the quests nowadays actually have some decent Dynasty points. They used to be 1 or 2 points. Hi, Izza, our dwarf. What'd you walk into? Nobody's plotting murder. What? That's crazy talk. No, so the new side quests have 15 to 30 Dynasty points, rewards, and some items and coin now, instead of just the, I hate Twitch, aw. Oh, good, then you have no evidence of what was said. I said, I've only ever said good morning. That's it. Oh. Alright. Yeah, so if I'd have done this quest when we first had the game, it would have given me 1 Dynasty point, maybe. But now we get 15 Dynasty points, 1 wool, and 29 coins. So making your Dynasty reputation grow is not as brutal as it used to be. You only need 10k Dynasty rep to be at max building limit too. So asking for sell them in a different village, or if it was like a hoe or a axe or anything, all you have to do is do a 1 usage on it. Like, hit a tree 1 time, and as soon as the durability changes on the item, it will change from stolen to regular. One village that's not marked up for stealing, though, is Dynasty. You can go there and pretty much take everything that's not nailed down, because I have not seen 1 red stolen item in here. Gostovia, everything that you try to pick up is stolen. So yeah, Dynasty isn't marked at all. I haven't actually checked any of the other villages besides these 2. Alright, dwarf, see you in a minute, hopefully. Hopefully Twitch starts acting up, or it's acting up, so acting down for you? Alright. Let me drop this stuff off before we go adventuring for some more clay. Twitch is twitching. Nice. Do 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 do. Like I said, the Dob just makes him a little bit happier, and wood production down or wood demand just down a little bit. And hopefully happiness will eventually be a factor in them producing more stuff. Oh, apparently I didn't finish this one. Whoops. My bad. Alright, I'll be back. Another reason we're doing this is I'm hoping we're getting closer. Sweet. We are getting closer to Resource Storage 3. And then we'll have all the room. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Trying not to get too overexcited, but I have a feeling it's going to be a really nice thing. Alrighty. Another house dabbed. Alright. You need help with something? So she's gonna ask for a bow. When they say my bow was stolen, they always want a recurve bow. Because they hate us. So I already have one already made. But if you don't have recurve unlocked and they ask for a missing bow, say no thank you. If you fail the missions, it's only 1 dynasty point, so it's not like it's as bad as it was. Because I think I lost dynasty points. Because when we first started last month on the first iteration of this, a lot of the quests weren't quite ready. Like they were there, but they would glitch. So the questing in the game has come a long way for the side quests and stuff. Let's see here. Recurve bow. My favorite is when the smithy asks you to make quick money and you're like, that sounds shady, but all they want is iron. And usually if you have the smithy up and you have some iron, it's a really easy quest because you just grab some and throw it in there. They give you iron arrows sometimes, and sometimes they give you other nifty little things. Here you go. Alright. It's all in the name? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we just shoveled this out. There was a time when we were doing this and came back down here to get more clay, and these, where you can actually see it, wasn't there, but the 100% was still there. Like it had respawned without the I don't even know what that's called. But yeah, we'll go ahead and drop this in, and then we'll run up to the next clay spot we're gonna hit real quick. So there's one right here, if I remember correctly. And the one that I used to use because I lived over here is right here. This one's easy to see because they're pitted. And this one's kind of easy to see. It's the red dirt stuff. This one not so much. Oh, there it is, yeah, right there. So I'll let that do that, and then I'll go get some more. Hi guys, sheeps. Clay is just used for daub. It has no other purpose right now. Yeah. So technology, farming, goose. So you have to be all the way there to be able to purchase it. So it's used for daub for the houses or for daub for quests. Side quests. They're avoidable. For some reason, when they say that a storm has destroyed my house, please help me, they ask for wooden, like 20 wooden logs and like 20 daub. Sometimes more, sometimes less. It just cracks me up because you're looking at their wattle house and you're like, yeah, you didn't have logs and you didn't have daub. we know what you're up to. I know, running is so hard. Yeah, as you can see, there's plenty of rocks in winter. Winter is the most awesome time to get rocks. One of the guys said he gets the pickaxe and mines the little rock shelves, which is doable. I myself had never done that, but it is doable. Ah, crap, sorry. I was not expecting fighting, hold on. No, pig, no! Okay. Sorry. That isn't even wolves, guys, that's just pigs. And I don't have my knife on. No, I have my knife on me, what the heck? Alright, there we go. I'm awake now. So winter is the only time you can't use survival sense to find broadleaves for your healing. So every other season, make sure to stock up on those. That way you have some quick healing, especially if you don't have a wife yet. A wife can also help you heal. Alright, I think there's all the pigs through here. Don't worry, dear, I'm not after you. Alright, here we go. Sometimes there's pigs up here by this clay too. We're just gonna dig. Boxes. Here we go. Yeah, so we're over here. Fox is gecking. Fox are non-aggressive, unless you hit them first. And then they're still not really damaging. I think pigs do more damage than the fox does. It used to be every time you'd lower the percentage of the deposit, it would give you clay. Now it's only at the end of the deposit. Same thing with mining. And so there's that. So you don't get near as much anymore. Like I said, we didn't actually have to come out here and do this, because we can wait another season for the Dob. Yeah, 10 to 12 with the iron shovel. Yep. And now you get 4 to 7. Well, I got 9 that time. Nice. Yeah, right? There are, but the clothing in the game actually doesn't have like a protection for damage. It only has protection for heat and cold. So like a linen hoodie has plus 10 heat protection, plus 5 cold protection, whereas fur boots have negative 10 heat protection and plus 35 cold protection. So the clothing right now is only set up to mitigate heat and cold issues, not actual damage yet. Or if they ever do it. I mean, hopefully they do, because they're adding bandits to the game sometime next year. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm fighting bandits, I want a little bit more protection. No pig. Well, that's my intent, Son. When I'm fighting 50 bandits, I'm just gonna one-shot everybody. I'll just be happy as long as we can Greyhawk the bodies. Because if I walk away and they still got like a full set of armor on them, I'm gonna be sad. I want to be able to sell their socks that has a hole in the big toe area for 1 gold at the vendor. Okay? That's how much Greyhawking I want to go on here. Hi, Blue. Doing the slow walk back to town because I grabbed a lot of clay. We might switch the clay extraction over to I hate to say this, but salt, just so we can sell the meat for more. Hi, little child. Pretty good, Blue. How are you doing today? Oh, Ninja, if you walk up to the villages that have this, I'm sure you probably already know this. Hold left Alt and you can see their skill points. So to inspect them, hold left Alt and you can see that she's a hunter and a gatherer / fisher. I didn't know that my first 2 years when I was playing. My brother actually had to tell me that. And some people straight up don't care what their stats are. I've seen that type of playstyle and they do just fine too. Alright, let's see here. 6. You guys are like, why are you putting meat in here? It's like, I want it to spoil. I promise. It's okay. I should throw that in there. I'll let them finish that up. Let's see here. Tab, management, fields. So they'll only be able to do that. So I switched our 3 16x10s to 2 16x16s. So far they hate it so badly. We're gonna do flax. So basically I'm setting this for spring. You had some with 1 and now they have level 9 on them. Yeah, exactly. They do grow over time. The only thing that doesn't seem to be quick enough to actually level up is the crafters. So this tier here. It's because they craft so slowly that even after 7 years they haven't leveled up. Whereas some of these guys, like level 7 here, 7, yeah, so on and so forth. 6s, got hunters at 7, diggers at 7. Yeah, so pretty much everything except the crafting skill it goes up. The only 2 that I'd be super picky, I'm picky period, but only 2 I'd be picky about is your first 2 you get. Let me look at the skills here. We'll look at my skills instead of this guy's skills, so I can show you the icon. This icon here and this icon here are the only 2 you should be initially picky about. And I would advise getting a male for each of these. So this is the digger, so he's the guy that's going to chop wood too. Because it's the same exact skill. Extraction, chops trees, and digs. So you want 1 male for that, or 1 female, because it takes them a year to 2 years to get married and have a baby. So you have a 2-year leeway to get another male if you decide to go females instead. And a hunter. So those are your 2 you want with like a 3 on one of those. And then after that, everything is just, it's fine if you're not super picky. It's it's on exactly. It's perfectly. It's down to preference. These guys assume you run around looking for 3s, like being refusing to take anything less than 3s. Because crafting is so slow, crafting isn't a necessity for the village at all. Like, you could do all the crafting yourself if you want to. It's just something if you want to automate later, kind of like how I have set up now. You can do, but it's not super vital. I'd rather have my woodworker, my hunter, and somebody in the barn doing field work. That would be my first 3 top picks, but my first 2 is definitely food and wood, because that's your basic necessities for your village. But yeah. Oh, we were dabbing, weren't we? Dab. Oops, doop. Alright, we finished this one, I think. Yep. But even if you don't get 3s in those, they should level up pretty fast. Those 2 actually are active all the time, and so they level up pretty quickly. Morning, Jay. I hear ya. Definitely smart to do the getting paid thing. Coffee. go. So some of these are farmers, so they're actually doing the work. And then some of them are field workers, and the field workers don't have anything to do right now, which is why they're not working. Morning, Keep! She's going pretty lovely. We're making a lot of progress towards my goal, which is the Resource Storage 3. We're in year 7 winter. Hi, Bone! Keeps one of my gaming buddies. He picked up the game a couple days ago. Alright, so we got some Dobbs. So let's go finish this house. Good, good. It's a lovely, bright morning here in the game. And it's winter, which is awesome because it's cold outside and sleeting. So, it's cold. So I got 3D winter this time. Alright, so this house is now completed. I think we're down to one house to finish daubing. Yes, yes. Like I said, it's not completely necessary, but like I said, it makes your people a little bit happier, and slight reduction in using wood demand. Well, it was today's goals were getting the houses daubed and getting all the monies from these 2 villages. So day 1 was pretty much running around selling everything, and then we've actually ran to a couple clay pits to finish daubing. Even though I could be patient and do that later, but I was like, meh. Everything else is pretty much automated for crafting and stuff like that, so not too much to worry about. Alright, let's see here. Let's check our weight. Alright, let's head up to the 3rd clay pit. Guess we can put the shovel away. Actually, this pit stop for milk. Milk buckets, when you drink the milks, it fills up your food and your water, so that's great. If you guys wondered why I wasn't eating pottage. You can get milk from cows, but you can also get them from, so your sheep pen can also hold goats. So the female goats in the fold also produce milk. That's why I have goats and sheep and cattle. Alright, let's go get some more clay. It's a little ways over there. We even got our favorite bebop song to run to. I still think they did an amazing job on this game as far as looking around. I normally set up right here because it's really flat on both sides, so you can have your village stretch across both ways. First place I ever set up was right here, and then 2 iterations later I started setting up right here, and then I forced myself this 4th time to come over here and try something different. It's so hard. There are some gorgeous spots over here. And there's a good spot here. There's some nice spots here. Yeah, there, like Bone says, there's so many good spots. The reason I stick close to this is because it's got the most vendors. We got 4 here and 2 here. So it's 6,000 gold, give or take, every season. And my taxes should be about 4,400 gold this time around. Apparently dropped some rocks and sticks here. Bye. We're not going to pick those up because we're actually going to go get something heavy. Yes, the sheep pen can hold goats. So you can have wool coming in and milk at the same time. Thank you, Fan. Let's see here. Because we're going over here to this clay pits. Yeah, the only reason I know that is because I saved up 30,000 gold for my year 5 to buy sheep, my last playthrough, and I went up to here and bought all the sheep, everything that was in that sheep pen. And I still had leftover gold, so I waited a couple days and I came back up there and there was a goat there. And I was like, wait, what? I can have goats in here too? Yeah, I was like, horses or something moving faster would be awesome. I still hold that these are going to be bandit spots. Because every single one of us that played the game that runs across these wish we could repair these. So we can just load them up and drag them town to town to sell things. Alright, this place up here is guarded by pigs. I see you. Here's a little clay spot starting. Well, if you're getting cows, I would recommend goats because they're cheaper and you can double use a pen for something. Because right now the milk will sell for more than the wool does, but you get more wool. So yeah, next time I do it, I'm gonna get half sheep and half goats. Because did you say that the cow pen actually produces fertilizer too? Bone? I think we had the conversation at one point. Or they make manure, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to have sheep and half female goats next time. Manure? Okay. Yeah, because there's 2 manure to make a fertilizer. Okay, Bone. Awesome. Yeah, I'm sitting on like 2,000 rot and growing as we speak, even with my barn producing fertilizer out of it. Alright, I think that's... check one more spot up here, and then we'll book it back to the house. Yeah. Well, milk is like 34, 35 gold per cell, so it's not too shabby. Like I said, it's what I eat and drink most of the time anyway. Alright, so we're going to hold down left shift and the number pad 8 for our auto walk. And then we're going to hit W to speed it up. Yeah, I'd be open to having more animals when the building cap goes up. So many rocks. We have our fur hood and fur coat thing on, so we're good walking through the water in the winter. I really hope it does, because, I mean, this would be a really dinky dynasty if we only had a building cap of 30. But it also, like, I understand programming, there'll be build limits, of course. But I think we could easily do 20 on how they're situated, or sorry, not additional 20, up to 50. I don't think that would be too much of a problem. So I hope they eventually, yeah, max of 50 buildings. But, you know, that's definitely something for them to test, kind of push the limits to see what they got. Because graphics card wise and stuff like that, I mean, we're a lot further along than we were 20 years ago with trying to make video games. Just gotta make sure the memory leaks and stuff like that are blocked off hardcore. I would have to tear down. Or you could build in another location with a 20-man settlement. So that's the thing, is like, if I'm building a dynasty, why would I only have one town? I would want to expand. But yeah, we're working, yeah, Twin Cities, exactly. Or maybe since the resource storage shares stuff, you could have like a farming town, an outcrop, or like a forward settlement. Yeah, there's different stuff. Okay, so I think she probably needs a job, so we might look for that soon. We're gonna put the clay up, and then we're gonna go to bed. Oops, auto walk's still on, there we go. Alright, clay 74. Nice, good haul today. Hey, if the bandits can't shoot past or climb over the little stone walls, I'll be happy with that. I'll just make little stone walls. I don't like being boxed in. We did it. Okay, so good deal. We can put the shovel up now. Firewood's at 55. So we'll probably make a couple of those real quick. Too stupid? Zon, they should have an option. Super smart bandits or Minecraft villager bandits. Not Minecraft bandits, but Minecraft villager bandits. I'm just saying. Hi, Bone. Yeah, yeah. I know you got stuff going on. Bone 13 is doing a spooky week. So if you guys like spooky games, he's trying to play some all week. Which means I only pop in for 10 or 15 minutes and go hi and then run away. Because I don't need to be sleeping with the light on. Yeah, I got rot coming in, so I don't really want to mess with a lot of extra manure. Last playthrough, I had to throw like over 3,000 manure on the ground. It was a lot of manure. More manure than Congress. Dun dun dun. No chicken. Sorry guys. I know I try to stay away from politics. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist that one. Yeah, 10 skills, because, you know, the wife is amazing. For that, and she was getting 18 manure a pig per day, which is just too much. So I ended up putting like a level 1 that wasn't even a skill level 1 in there, and they still had so much manure. Nice. Yeah, I would like to see some crafting changes, only, I mean, even if they don't roll over to me, I would like to see some crafting changes just so our skills would go up. Alright. Let's get her. Let me check the barn. I want to see how many people we have first before I put her back in the barn. Field worker, field worker, field worker, farmer, farmer, farmer. I think we need one more field worker. Management. So she's had a baby and she's off maternity leave, and apparently they drop her out of her workplace, which I'm not a fan of. I like everybody being back to the regular jobs. So we're going to add her as a field worker. There we go. Hi, Quimby. Is your wife's name Inga? Who's the best person in the entire game? No, I'm joking. There are others. There are others. Yep, we're still at 39. So we got 30 real workers and 9 children. Wife number 1. Yep, yep. Now keep in mind, these are probably pre 1 point, it's like 0.1.1.4 is when they nerfed stats. So any save before that one would have some pre-patch people still roaming around, and the villagers would have kept their stats. So any children before that patch and any NPCs before that patch would still have their stats. Unlike us, who are stuck because we did a new game at 0.5. Okay, so we're walking the circle. I'm not sure what we're doing. Hold on. Did we finish this? We did not. Okay. Grab 30. Straw 30. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Probably have about 30 more minutes. Yeah, happy lurking. Oh, we gotta do the thing. Move. Alright. Ah, there we go. No, hi, hi. Move. Thank you. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Okay. They like to trap you in the barn, just so you know. There we go. Alrighty. We did it. Alright, so we have all the new houses up. All of them are daubed. So many rocks on the ground in winter. We have extensively overhelped everybody. That's good. We might make a arrow run for some more gold right now, just for the heck of it. Although there were some things that actually did need repaired. So repair, yeah, the barn. So grab some sticks and thatch. One of the guys was talking earlier that would be swell if we could upgrade the barn and, the places that are wattle and thatch, like the animal pens and the excavation shed. Switch it to stone so we don't have to repair it so much. There we go. Sticks. Extra rent. Yeah, Cole was talking about his tree in the backyard. His neighbor's tree getting in his yard by breaking. Yep. I got a couple broken branches back there too. That I'm gonna ignore, because they're outside and I'm in here. We'll go check the excavation shed real quick. Took out the neighbor's fence. Oh man. The last big thunderstorm we had here almost took out my new new heating and cooling unit. I don't know what they're called. But it took out the fence. Oh, we need a log, okay. Your shed took the hit and saved the fence. Ugh. Let's grab a log. So another reason we did the new houses and the daubs as well, like I said, we're pushing our way towards getting this as soon as we can, and one of the things to do is complete building construction. So cutting down trees, mining rock, digging clay. So everything we've been focusing around today and yesterday and the day before has all been trying to push towards the resource storage. Methods to madness, right? So the only way you can repair in this game is if it's red. So even if this wall, as you can see, it's 66, we can't touch this until it's under 50%. It's like 45% or something like that. And then it'll turn red and you can repair it. But you have to have the hammer equipped, and then you right click and then repair to see the greens. If you're upgrading with Dob, upgrade button, and they'll turn like a teal color. If you're destroying, dun dun dun, has the destroy button there. Yeah. It will not. Like, that was my first 2 seasons. I was ducking trees because I was worried, like, because the physics is really good in this game, right? And I was like, oh god, if a tree hits me, I'll die, because if a tree hits you, you die, of course. But not in the game. So it's not that petty. Which is great. Fishing and spearfishing is something they're working on. There's a fishing lodge, but I don't do fishes, so there's that. Alright. Hi, Spider. So we have upgraded everything to Dob, which means we no longer really need clay coming in. So we're going to do some adjustments. I didn't actually have to run over here, but I did anyway because I'm a doofus. Give me a second. Well, we're going to check the production buildings for extra materials. So there we go. Good to see you. Alright. See here. Firewood and sticks. Okay. Oh, mistakes were made. Now, like I said, if you overfill your food resource storage and your food storage, then the production buildings will have a storage on them that they can fill up as well. And after that, well, they don't actually take it back to the resource storage once it's in the box. Thanks, Nils. Firewood, leather, sticks, straw. Perfect. Good deal. All right. Man, everything looks really good. We're going to do a couple of crafts real quick. There we go. Coming this way. Dun, dun, dun. Hope everybody's having a nice, quiet evening, morning, afternoon. Nothing too crazy. I'm going to craft 2 things of iron arrows real quick, and then Microsoft Teams meeting. Good luck with that, my friend. Oh no, because of the power stuff. Well, be careful for sure. Especially if you're having to go into work at campus. Do you say, but boss, my power's out too. I'm watching Twitch on my phone. No, she can't. No, Don't do that. That's all kinds of traps right there. Okay. So, let me think here. We're gonna go up Danger Alley. Wolf Alley here. To go here to sell some arrows, because I think there might be 3 merchants up there. So here's where Unstuck will put you. Right here. South of Gustovia. And you can come over here to the mine. This is where you can find some bears too. But we are going uphill. Oh wait, uphill. So downhill to Gustovia, uphill to Hornica. And there's another place to get a pickaxe, but I think Hornica is where I've always gotten my pickaxe from. From beyond the blacksmith up there. Alright. We have 700 and something arrows. Not for the wolves, but we're gonna sell some arrows. I want her to be light and mobile. Some Weissen down there, aka Buffalo, aka Bison. And we're entering may or may not be wolf territory. But sometimes they are packed up real tight like they're supposed to be, and then other times they're wandering. There's one wolf right there. 2 wolves. Actually, we won't worry about those guys. Just gonna go. We're just gonna go. Oh my god, crap. Okay, and they do have the ability to call their buddies down here, so there's that. So we're gonna. He's attacking something. Oh, that rabbit was lucky. Alright. What are you doing, wolf? Too low. Ah! No! Oh, and guess which person did not F5/autosave. That would be me. It's fine. Everything's fine. Dun dun dun. I guess this means longer stream for you guys, because we're almost done with the day and now we are not. That's why F5 is so important. Oh look, it's the 3rd winter morning again. Okay. No, that was my bad, because I didn't do stuff. That was 100% on me. And we didn't even have to go sell arrows. I just wanted to go up there and see some stuff. That's okay. So where are we? Okay, we need a little bit of that. We need to repair some buildings. Welcome to the game, guys. This is what happens when you don't save. When you know you're gonna go up, I said like Wolf Alley like 2 times. That was kind of a hint for me to save. So, for those of you who have never died, which I'm thinking most people have died in this chat at least one time, if not multiple times. Uh, it only resets you back to your last save. So if you're smart and you F5, which is quick save, you won't face too much harsh penalties because you can, like I said, it kicks you back to wherever you saved last. Otherwise, it auto saves every morning. So the beginning of the day is when you get auto saved. Alright, we're gonna wait on that then. We're gonna go ahead and repair stuff though. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, we don't have to wait. We got plenty of daub right here, don't we? If you don't sleep, it doesn't save. Thank you, Moon, for pointing that out. Yes. So some of us work through the night, pottage, or like doing other stuff, and you don't go to sleep, so it doesn't save. So yes, Moon is absolutely right. Keep that in mind. Hi, move. No, move. Hey, move. I don't want to get stuck, and if you're here, you're gonna put me back in the back. Like, okay, there we go. You never slept. Yeah, no. And F5 is definitely your friend. When you're trying to get married, and you have no idea what the person you're marrying likes dialogue-wise, you can use F5 before you talk to them. And then if it goes horribly sideways, like it does for me most of the time, you can hit F9 and it will reload from your save point that you just saved at. It's also the same if you're trying to recruit a really good worker. Same thing. Oh, and children don't count towards your population cap anymore, so population cap is not a thing now. It is your building limit that restricts how many people you can have. So, like I said, each house will fit 2 adults, and some reach 3 children. Like 2 children is the max that the adult can have in a marriage. But yeah, it used to be population cap, like you would get so many and then you'd be stuck. So children counted against your population cap. Now it doesn't matter, so when you recruit people, it doesn't have to be a male or a female separated in each of the houses like we did the first of it. Right. So you can move them in straight away and they can have children. It won't affect anything at all. Minus how much food and wood is consumed because you have a tiny person that eats like an adult. So yeah, no more pop cap affected by children. It's just how many houses you have affects how many people you have. That's why when we're done after, because we built everything and got everything good, we should have 58 people in our population by the time this is all done. Because I think Inga and I can only have 1 child, I think. I'm pretty sure. I feel like that is true. Because I haven't had the option of having another child with her. If anybody has contrary evidence to that, please let me know. But we can only have 1 kid, but everybody else can have 2 kids. So your population will pretty much double whatever you have it at. My pop cap for adults is 30. So it'll be about 58 when we're done, I think. Yeah, if the big house had 3 instead of 2, we could have more people. Okay. This walking in a circle is awesome, but we were doing something. Repairing. Alright, let's put the daub back. Oh yeah, F5. There you go. It's okay. repairing. We needed a log, some sticks, straw. Yeah, the difference between the middle house and the big house is no different. The biggest house still only fits 2 adults and 2 children. The middle house is 2 adults, 2 children. The only difference is taxes. The bigger house has bigger taxes. Also, thanks to one of the guys yesterday, we did find out the tiny house, like the house that I live in, the smallest house, fully upgraded and daubed, has 1 more happiness than the middle house, for some reason. None of us know why, it's just a thing. Dum, dum, da, dum, dum. Okay, good deal. Oh yeah, we had that mother that didn't have a job. Simple assign workplace. Barn. Field worker. Excellent. Yeah, I didn't start getting kids till year 4 or 5 because I had segregated everybody. Like when I recruited a female, I recruited another female to be in the same house because I didn't want kids yet because I thought they still affected PopCap. And then a patch or 2 ago, it made it where the PopCap wasn't affected by children. It was housing, how many houses you could build. Alright, so everything's repaired. Good here. Okay. Excellent. Alright, so here's the broadleafs I was talking about. We're gonna bring 20. It might not be if you build the houses and start pairing people off, because that's what I actually ended up doing. Build more houses and start pairing them off, male and female. I thought that you could. It was a 5-year span within the ages that they could have children. That's not true. One of my 11-year age gap couples just had a kid. Yeah, I remember like you couldn't get more players because you got freaking children everywhere, and you're like, it's 18 years until you can work, and I need you now. Oh, okay, so I have a mine up here, but as you can see, no house or food storage or resource storage. Right now, the villagers, my villagers, will step right outside of town or stay in their house. They'll step right outside of town and they'll get iron just fine. Because my very second playthrough, I actually got the iron mine. Where'd you go, buddy? My second playthrough, I had my iron mine here, and a house, and a storage, and a food storage. And these guys got married. But there was no difference right now. Like, right now, like I said, my people are all here. And they, quote-unquote, walk up here every day to get iron. So 64, I hope that answered your question for you. Also, I noticed that I didn't have to have my excavation shed on top of the clay my last playthrough. I actually had it over here, and the clay was over here, and they dug clay just fine. So that's usually, well, when big updates happen, I like to build a completely new village to see how the mechanics are changed. I mean, if it's just added features like lighting or something, I probably won't like re-roll. But if it's any mechanical changes and stuff like that, I might, just to see how good or bad it is. Plus, it's hard to answer current questions if you have old data, right? Yeah, this spot isn't bad at all, simply because it's really, really close to town. And I technically could have set up over here as well with this same setup here, but I didn't. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Most of us are really happy to help with any questions anybody has. Bucket. Alright, we're topped off. We have healing things. We're hitting F5. Round 2. Well, a lot of people are playing off their very first save from the 17th. Still. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like one of the ladies that was streaming the other day, I was watching her, and she had an old save, so some of her people still walking around was like 6s and 7s when she was recruiting, and I'm like, wait, what? And she was talking about how her kids that were being born were like really dumb because they're like 1s, 2s, and 3s. I was like, well, after 0.1.1.4, that's what the baseline is now. 3 is the new 6. Alright, we're approaching a little slower this time. I'm not sure why he ran. I think they're chasing the deer. Alright, we're gonna move. Okay, we need to turn this way. Alright, you guys saw the 4 wolves, so I don't know where the heck they are now. There's some right there. They're chasing deer and stuff. I'll let them. I'm not gonna. Here, let's F5. How about that? Yeah, that's right. Your saves did delete, didn't they, Jay? It should be cloud backed up now. Well, at least we got that. So we're past Wolf Alley now. And I say that and get chomped by wolves in 5 seconds. Yeah, so once you pass that little spot there, there's a rock on the side. As soon as you've passed that, you're good for wolves. Ah, dear. I just want to get through here. I'm trying to sell my arrows. I know, it's exhausting. So now when you want to sell pottage, you have to cook it on the first day versus the third day because it rolls over. Okay, so as you can see, these are relegated to steel. These are not Indinica. These are. Alright, so we're looking at the top. There's a little pouch on guys that are merchants, or girls that are merchants, in your compass. They don't pay more, but I kind of cleaned out all the guys in our village, and plus I wanted to see how many merchants. So it looks like 3 merchants. 1, 2, 3. Aha, you were on the roof. Yawn. There we go. I have all your money. Jan is also the fellow that come here, buddy. That I buy the initial pickaxe off of. Because you can't get a pickaxe until you have a pickaxe. Ha ha ha, because it's a pain. So there's that. For some reason his price is much, much lower than it was. It was like 500 and something last time I bought it, I thought. But we'll see. Okay. Bye, Jan. I'm good. Thank you. And then there's the seamstress. Hi, lady. Oh, some iron arrows. Thank you. Yeah, I only come up here for quests and for recruiting people. See, look how they have a little like outdoor eating area by their tavern. We don't have any of that yet. Hi. Would you like some iron arrows? They're delicious. Oh no, she has more money and we don't have monies. Okay, we'll live with it. Just walk away, Dia. Bye, Helga. It's a farmer and a fisher/hunter. Okay. So this place up here has 3. Okay, good to know. Back to town. We actually didn't need to make that trip. It was just basic curiosity on my part. And I also wanted to have 50k gold in the storage. See, their village is nice and secure. Ours is not. But that is okay. I wonder how, since one of my buildings is like as close to the border as you can get to the town over here, I wonder if we'll be able to put stuff around it. No! Are you able to stay warm, Quimby? Yep. Bye, Q. Take care. Yeah, now that he said that, I'm like, do I have anything to keep me warm in the house if the power actually goes out? Hello, Mr. Fireplace. I know, I'm like, I don't think I have anything. Because if the ice is hitting the power lines enough to start yanking them down, or trees are breaking over the power line to yank them down. Alright. Yep, this is our village. We did stuff. And we did things. We did stuff and things. Pretty productive. Productive winter for us. And I got to hang out with you guys longer because I forgot to autosave. Oh. Oh man, we're still shy 3,000 gold. 2,200 gold. Man. That's okay. We can live with that. Trying to think what else we can do to make this go faster. Why, Tia, that is a horrible idea. We will definitely do that. Let's see here. Pardon me, sir. I need this. We pretty much updated everything except like if we were making wooden walls. But trying to save those resources particularly because we're so close to getting the resource thing. Well, we'll see in just a second. This one. Hammer. Okay. Alright, who's gonna be the first one to guess what we're actually gonna go do? Dun dun dun! Ah, there's a big tree there. That's nice. I know, it's so exhausting. There are some places away from water that are really, really nice to build as well. I just kind of like having water right next to me. Take the lazy man's route. I know it's exhausting. Running is the worst. Wyson are peaceful unless you get up in their face. They don't really like... If you give them plenty of space, they'll leave you alone. And they'll warn you first, usually, that you're too close. Up here. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. Yeah, honestly, we really don't need the humongous fields. It's just kind of like something to keep our workers busy and to keep some extra income coming in from the seeds. Dun, dun, dun. So, birch trees are definitely not my favorite because they only give you 2 wood, but they give you more branches. And the maple and pine give you a significant amount more. Alright, and 5. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna do this a little while because mining will help us get further. And we haven't done this ourselves in a while either. We do have the skill Iron Seeker, so I'm not really sure how helpful that is. When this was breaking into 50 million pieces and every time you hit, stuff would spew out, it was really, really helpful. Said we don't actually need to do this, but it's just a way for us to push down this a little bit more at a time. We're only, what, 360 points away from getting this? Bye, Moon. Thanks for coming to hang out with us. Always good to see you, man. Is anybody else stoked for Mandalorian in a couple of days? Season 2? Because I know I am. I think it said release date was the 30th. Hopefully I'm not wrong on that, because then I'd overhype both myself and you. but I am looking forward to it. It's a great series. Also, see, there we go, new level, skills. There we go. We drop some more in Iron Seeker, just cause we can. Your wife can help you respec. All you have to do is, honey, can you help me with something, basically, and then ask her what you need. So, and there's unlimited respecs at the moment, so you don't have to like wait 16 days or an unlock or anything crazy. You can respec, because it respecs each of the branches. Like, you have to know what branch you're actually respecing, and then you can ask her. Sun is coming, yeah. Okay. Alright, so see how that's 2004? At 23 is when you want to have everything picked up. So if you decide that you're gonna toss this iron out on the ground just because you're overburdened and you can't do it anymore, make sure to grab it before the day rolls over. There we go. Well, thankfully, they haven't implemented bears inside caves yet, so there's that. Also, if you want to speed this up, you can sleep with the campfire anytime between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. So technically we could have already used a campfire to get home because it's the last day of the season. The teleportation trick does not work any other day except the last day of the season. It's basically to make sure you're back home where you're supposed to be. See here. Hi, Grandpa. How you doing? Kind of chilling out in the cave right now. Welcome back, Mike. Hopefully your power's doing okay. Aw, thank you. I'm up at work. Yay for backup generators. We came back just in time to have the last part of the episode. We're waiting for the time to roll over to the next day. So we're going to sit here and chat for a couple of times. Dun dun dun! Quimby, you work in the same thing. Work in the same 2-mile radius / campus. But I can't tell you. He'll have to tell you. Yay! Welcome back. It's a secret! I still need to jump on Hulu. I have not done that. Still, I intend to and have not. It's a super secret. Super duper secret. Let's see here. Dun dun dun. We got a couple good series coming out soon. Like I said, Star Trek Discovery is back on, guys. I don't know if you know that or not, but they're in episode 2 already. I have consumed it promptly. If you'd like a hilarious Mike, you're on it. Lower Decks. Star Trek Lower Decks is the cartoon version of it, and it is every bit as sarcastic and wonderful as I hope to have a Star Trek thing. And if anybody's ever been in the military, you will like it, because a lot of the stuff, even though it's Star Trek, definitely can relate to anybody's military experience. But yeah, it's good stuff. It's very good stuff. Highly recommended. Nice. I am retired from the Army Guard with deployments, so yeah, that cartoon is really good. I was thinking about you guys when I first watched it. I was like, man, they would love this. Yeah, Star Trek Discovery is on, and it's really good. I think it's season 3 for that. Mandalorian, I think, comes out in 3 days. Those old scientists, TSO. Yeah, grumpy. But yeah, it's gonna be nice and relaxing. I'm hoping I don't lose power too, because that's gonna not be good for me. But I usually don't stream on Wednesday, but I probably will, because I actually have my sleep cycle back in order for right now. So fingers crossed it stays. So I should be streaming again tomorrow, even though it's not on schedule. I'll post in my normal places I post, and then yeah, pretty much don't have anything else for you guys tonight. Like I said, we're just waiting on the day to roll over, and it'll TP us back to the house. And then let's see. So that was Winter Year 7. The game is supposed to have a nice update coming out later this week. It's in bug fixes right now. Nice. End of the year review with your manager. Good. Make sure you set goals for yourself and tell them you want training. And it doesn't matter what training, but you want training so you can develop yourself as a person. The original series. The old scientist in the original series. Nice. It could be both. It could be both, guys. No. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, just having the lights in the town. But I think they actually have some more stuff coming for us, so I'm excited. Try not to overhype it. Because I hate that when I'm so excited about something and then it's like, well, I mean, we could do that, but we're not gonna. Or you're expecting something like, I'm not trying to think, oh my god, we're gonna have horses this week. That's not a thing. There's nowhere in the notes. But yeah, quick travel will be nice whenever it happens. Bandits will be interesting. Events that are coming up is going to be nice. Oh, you finished it? Were you able to use the Kevlar pads that I gave you? Oh, nice. Okay. Hey, at least you got it finished, though. That's really awesome. IT announcements. Dun dun dun. Network outage. Ronos. So if the school was canceled, why are people still working and doing Microsoft Teams meetings? Alright, so we're at the end of the stream here. Alright. Yes, pay taxes because it's springtime. And we're going to throw some on the ground. Actually, we can't do anything. None of this is high, Wigbert. Alright, we're going to F5. But workers, why are you standing on my bed, dude? Okay, we're going to stop the recording.